Imagine this. You wake up one morning, reach for your phone, and find that nothing is working. No messages, no notifications, no updates. You check your Wi-Fi, restart your device, but nothing changes. The television displays static, radio stations loop emergency broadcasts, and confusion spreads through the streets. The internet, the digital nervous system of modern society, has vanished. At first, most people assume it's a temporary glitch. They refresh their browsers, toggle airplane mode, and attempt to call customer service. But soon the reality sinks in. Social media is frozen, financial transactions fail, and workplaces grind to a halt. Information, once instantaneous, is now a mystery. Panic whispers begin spreading in homes and offices. Those in high-rise apartments look out over eerily silent cityscapes. No emails, no news updates, no way to reach out to the world beyond what you can see. The age of instant communication is over. As the outage stretches beyond mere minutes, a slow panic builds. Governments and corporations scramble to investigate the cause, but without the internet, they are just as disconnected as ordinary citizens. News networks relying on digital feeds lose their sources. Airport terminals become holding pens for stranded passengers, and financial markets are paralyzed. Stores remain open, but without online payment systems, customers clutch useless credit cards. Banks shut their doors as digital transactions become impossible. The streets fill with bewildered pedestrians, all asking the same question: what happened? With uncertainty comes fear. Grocery stores are raided for essentials as people realize supply chains rely on internet-based logistics. Gas stations run out of fuel as credit card transactions fail. Hospitals struggle to coordinate emergency care, relying on landline phones and outdated records. Law enforcement is overwhelmed as desperate individuals turn to looting. The absence of GPS forces delivery trucks off the roads. Supermarkets are cleaned out within hours. And when night falls, the darkness feels deeper than before. Without the glow of digital billboards or the comfort of connectivity, the world seems smaller, lonelier, and far more dangerous. With no clear solutions, desperation breeds conflict. Some people band together, creating small community networks, relying on old radio transmissions and printed newspapers to share news. Others turn against each other. Without digital banking, wealth becomes meaningless. Bartering and resource hoarding replace the economy. Survivalists, once ridiculed for their paranoia, are now the most prepared. Those with access to old landline phones, printed maps, and physical books hold valuable knowledge. Governments attempt to restore order, but without digital communication, command structures begin to falter. Cities become islands, cut off from national coordination. Rumors spread faster than truth. With no internet to confirm or debunk theories, paranoia festers. By now, society is fractured. Those in rural areas adapt faster, relying on traditional farming and local trade. Urban centers become wastelands of abandoned cars and silent skyscrapers. Without global news, people only know what happens within walking distance. Governments, struggling to maintain control, resort to old methods: radio transmissions, messengers, printed decrees. The tech industry, once dominant, collapses overnight. Agriculture, local trade, and manual labor become the pillars of the new economy. Still, in the shadows, engineers and scientists work tirelessly. Can the internet be rebuilt, or was it too fragile to begin with? Some believe a new form of decentralized communication will rise. Others fear the internet was not lost, but taken. The silence is the hardest part. No music streaming, no instant messaging, no endless scrolling to escape reality. People rediscover lost arts. Handwritten letters, in-person storytelling, printed books. Relationships deepen as people engage in face-to-face conversations. Communities grow stronger. But for many, the psychological impact is devastating. An entire generation raised online now faces a world where information is no longer at their fingertips. Anxiety, withdrawal, and existential crises become widespread. The internet was more than a tool, it was an extension of human existence. And now, that extension is gone. Months pass. Some nations manage to establish localized networks, primitive compared to what was lost. A new form of communication emerges, perhaps based on radio waves, perhaps on an entirely new decentralized system. The internet as it was will never return. But human ingenuity is relentless. The real question is, was this a step backward or forward? A world without the internet is not the end, but it is a transformation. What was once global becomes local. What was once instant becomes slow. And what was once taken for granted becomes a distant memory. As history has shown, humanity survives. The question is, in what form? For now, the world waits, disconnected, and forever changed. Don't forget to like the video if you still can.